Good morning, students. Again, as we are in the journey of understanding the different cognitive process elements, recently we have discussed about the concept of attention. Now, let us try to understand one more very important element of cognitive process. That is what the perception. I think the word is not that familiar like what we have recently discussed about attention. So what actually perception is, let us try to understand along with its meaning as well as some of the available definition. Later we shall see the next part of attention in a other form, we can say. So perception in a very general sense can be defined, and it can be better understood from the different areas of identification is considered as it is nothing but sensation plus meaningful interpretation. So sensation, I think which we used to get the information through the help of some of the external stimuli, okay, through the help of our sensory organs, maybe sometimes with the help of our eyes, okay, nose, tongue, ear, as well as the skin form. So those five important organs which play an important role for everyone's personality to get some information from external source. So what is perception then? Perception is equals to what? Sensation plus meaningful interpretation. So whatever we do sense, we used to get information from the external source through the help of these five sensory organs, plus how I independently do interpretation, what I heard, what I saw, what I tasted. So based on that, I do interpretation, I do analyze the situation. So sensation plus meaningful interpretation is what? Perception. Sensation is very essential for perception. If there is a mismatch in sensation, I cannot perceive the information correctly. So if perception need to take place in my personality, first of all, I need to use the five sensory organs. It is not compulsory that all five sense organs should have to work. Any one sense organ may help you to get the information. If you are asked to say how is the food, without looking at, without hearing, if you just if you got an opportunity to taste the food directly, by tasting you can say, okay, or sometimes without tasting, by looking at the structure of the food you can say. You may be right or wrong, but somewhat meaningful interpretation should have to be done. So based on the information that we used to receive through the help of sensory organs, plus after receiving the information, how individually I do interpretation, individual or meaningful interpretation. So altogether is known as what? Perception. So perception is equals to sensation plus meaningful interpretation. Perception is the first event in the chain which lead from stimulus to action. If anything which used to take place in every one of us as per better understanding is considered, what we need to do is perception is the basic element, basic component which is required for every one of us in the chain, which lead from a stimulus to an action. So anything can be done in the form of action. So before converting a particular condition towards an action, the only thing what we require is perception. So without perception you cannot do, you cannot make any chain into action form without perception. So perception is very essential for every one of us. Let us see some of the definition which will definitely help you to get more information about the concept again. So as far Woodworth and Marquis, the definition is considered, what perception is. Perception is a process of getting to know objects and objective facts by the use of senses. So it is very simply defined by these two psychologists as what perception is. Woodworth and Marquis has defined the concept of perception in this form. Perception is a process of getting to know objects. So the thing what we need to do is how do we need to analyze the definition is, it is a process. Perception is a process where what we do is we will try to get to know about objects. We will get to know about the objects, and doing so, when we try to get to know about the objects, the objective facts that I wish to know about the object should be known, should be understood, should be interpreted how? Through the help of sensors, by the senses, by the use of senses. Probably I think you people, I think I'm sure that you are getting what I'm explaining. So perception is a process of getting to know about objects. It is only a process of getting to know about objects. In this process, what I need to do is, in the process of getting to know about objects and objective facts, what I completely dependent upon is the senses. The use of how I means how do I use the senses information. So the facts, objective facts are better known by every one of us by the use of senses. So altogether, there is a very what I can say, a close connection between the sensory organs as well as understanding is concerned. That is what the first line only is very clear. Perception is sensation plus it is a meaningful interpretation. Next is which was again one of the important definition I can say given by Edmund Ventino in the year 1979. They used to say perception is the organizing process by which we interpret our sensory input. It is nothing but a process where do we organize. What do we organize? It is the organization process only where we interpret our sensory input, whatever the information I used to get through the help of eyes, through the help of ear, through the help of tongue, through the help of skin, through the help of nose. If I used to get some information, what is happening in and around, so that the information that I used to receive that can be systematically organized, okay, well executed, so that it is helping me to get more and comprehensive information about what I am actually thinking of. So if that I am doing, that is what the process of perception, according to Edmund in the year 1975, he has given a definition. To know more about perception, I think these statements were also helpful for us to get the more information about what perception is. Okay. The process by which sensory information is actively organized and they are interpreted by the brain. So we used to get the information through the help of sensory organs. I used to repeatedly say that through the help of these 5 important sensory organs, information is to be received, and they are to be, those information that is to receive should have to be actively organized, and they need to be interpreted by the use of brain, I can say. The process of selecting, organizing, and interpreting raw sensory data into useful mental representation of the world is also known as the concept of perception. So we, before coming to a decision, before making our final decision about anything that we are actually thinking of, so what we do is we will collect the information, okay, we will select the information, we will organize it, okay, and we, after organizing, we will interpret it. So when the raw sensory data is converted into pakka or a formal form of organization, later we will interpret it, and based on that interpretation we will come to a conclusion. So whatever the conclusion we are usually received by us at the last element of understanding is known as perception. Okay, so somewhat it will help us to get the knowledge about information about the thing that we are actually experiencing. So now I would like to ask you one question. I think probably you are watching my screen. Can anybody tell immediately that what you are observing? Do it fast. I want an answer. What you are seeing in the image? What are you witnessing in the image? Fast. What is this picture is about? ಈ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. How it looks like?
Peoples.
Peoples. Is it looking? Are the peoples?
Temple.
It is a temple. Okay.
Temple.
Then any other observation?
Lakes.
Lake.
Some people are
People are
beautiful arts.
okay. Don't try to zoom it out and try to see, but immediately if you see this picture, how it looks like. I want that information.
Waterfalling.
Waterfall. Okay.
Temple.
Temple. Fine, fine. So when you see this picture immediately, without thinking, if you were asked to give the answer, most of us used to think that how it looks like. It looks like a waterfall ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಒಂದು ನೀರಿನ ಜರಿ ಅಥವಾ ನೀರಿನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ಜಲಪಾತ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. It looks like that, but actually speaking, technically speaking, it is not a waterfall. Okay, somebody has observed rightly that there are some people. Yes, definitely there are people. You can see here, they are in the process of doing or constructing something where their uniform is completely white, so that their arrangement, okay, it is an imaginary picture. Actually it is not a real picture, in imaginary picture. ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, perception is sensation plus individual interpretation. What I used to feel towards this picture may not be like yours. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಥಾಟ್ ಬಂತು, ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಕಂಡ್ರು, ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಗುಡಿ ಕಣ್ತು, ಒಬ್ರು ನೀರು ಕಣ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತರನು ಕಾಣ್ಬೋದು. ಹಿಯರ್ if you see this, it looks like water is flowing from the top to bottom. ಮೇಲಿಂದ ನೀರು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಸರಿತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹರಿತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಭಾವನೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. If you really see, there is no water at all in this picture, but the people were arranged where who are all full of means their dress is completely white, and some of them were sat, some of them were standing, and some of them were doing some activities like that. This is actually a picture. Okay, it is an imaginary picture, it is not a real picture, but it looks like a waterfall, but actually it is not a waterfall. Just I wanted to clear it through the help of this picture only. Okay, now let us see what are the characteristics of perception then. So perception is usually, as you know, that it is one of the important process. It is not a product, it is only a process. It is not a product or outcome. It is initiated by input and followed by an output or a response. So what all it involves? Perception involves sensation. Sensation is very, very important for perception. Without sensation, no perception will take place. So for perception, sensation is like a foundation for perception, I can say. Sensation precedes perception. Without sensation, perception will not experienced by every one of us. Next is perceptions need the presence of stimulus. I need to be stimulated. Like sensation, perception also occurs in response to a stimulus. Without stimulation, I cannot perceive anything. Okay, whenever you talk about perception, presented with some source of what I can say, sensation only. And even it provides knowledge about the selected information. If you try to see the selected information in detail, it will help you to get more information. All the stimuli are not perceived. We select the sensory impressions as the initial stages. Contribute yourself. Perception is the preparation to response. Perception is the preparation to response. It is the first step toward reaction or response or behavior of an organism. So usually whenever we used to give reply to anything, before giving reply to anything and everything that we are actually experiencing, what do we need to do is we should have to go for perception. So that is what it is known as. Perception is known as preparation to response. If I ask some question, if you wish to give an answer to the question, asked question, before answering, you should have to understand what I actually asked. You cannot say anything and everything comes to your mind. You should have to understand the question, then you have to give the answer. So perception is the preparation for answering your response. So that is the first step. Next, the factors which affects on perception are the sense organs, the sensory organs. Which are the sensory organs? Eye, ear, tongue, nose, and the skin. These are the 5 sensory organs. Next, the factor which influence on perception is brain. Okay, brain also important for perception. Only through the help of sensory organs I cannot get the perception, right type of perception. So what I need to do is I should have to get these elements too. Okay, if I am not using my brain for the information that I am actually received, then it is difficult for me to get the comprehensive information. So sensory organs are very essential for perception. Next, what I required is brain. with brain only these sensory organs information can be converted, interpreted. So that is also important for us to have perception in our mind. Next is the experiences, the past experiences that I had in my life till today, till now. Based on those experiences, we are all using the perception. We do use the perception too. Next is the type of learning that was happened, the type of learning that I developed, that also. Next is the type of emotions I used to have. I may not have the same emotion like you people. You people may not have the emotions like me. So every one of us are different. Everyone's emotion definitely play on affects on what I can say perception. Next is the type of interest. Very important it is. The way how I am motivated, the way how I am showing interest towards anything and everything that I am doing, that also matters. Next is motives also. Next is the self concept that I have developed and the expectation from my side. So there are some selected factors which directly or indirectly influences on perception. If you are asked to write what are the factors affecting on perception, you have to write these: the sensory organs, the brain, past experiences, learning, emotions, interest, motives, self-concept, as well as the expectations from our side are known as the factors which affects on perception, I can say. There are some errors. There are some errors in perception too. What they are, let us try to understand. Yes, there are two important errors which were identified in this concept. First one is illusion. Second one is hallucination. Okay, I will repeat the two important errors that we used to come across in the form of misunderstanding or even in the process of perception are identified in two. One is illusion. Second one is hallucination. What is illusion? What is hallucination? Let us see. Illusion is nothing but the errors on account of defects in perceptual organs. If there are errors, if I am not understanding the concept correctly, because of there is a problem in my sensory organs, if there are defects in my perceptual organs. So what are the perceptual organs? I think you know. So through which we are going to get the information. Say for example, sensory organs. If there are defects, if there are problems in eye, ear, nose, tongue, and skin, from that point of view, if I got wrong information, that form of error is known in perception as illusion. Second type of error that we used to have in perception is misunderstanding and theater. That is what? Illusion. Second one is hallucination. Hallucination, and what do you mean by hallucination? Errors on account of defects mindset and time of perception. So the first one is because of defects in sensory organs or receiving information elements like perceptual organs. If there are defects in these area, if I am not getting the right information, then they are to be known as illusion. Next form is known as hallucination. That is nothing but errors on account of defect mindset. The thought process is really wrong. Then if I am not getting the right information, it is to be known as hallucination. Errors on account of defects mindset as well as the time of perception. If it is wrong, then it is to be known as hallucination. Errors due to defects in sensory organs. The first one as what I can say, illusion. Errors due to defects in sensory organs is known as illusion. Since the sense organs are gateway of knowledge, if deafness, blindness, due to these causes, if we are unable to get the information, that is what illusion. If errors due to improper mindset and time of perception, then it is to be a misunderstanding or misperception of letter based on the people who are exchanging it. It includes one's mental setup and instincts. We may get afraid of shadows, because of hallucination, moments, because we were thought like that, thieves, murders, devils. If we are moving individually and there were no such percentage and we are thinking of those negative thoughts, immediately your shadow will become like somebody is following you, as there are some thieves, there are some criminals. Okay, there may be the appearance of devil like that, we may think. So thought process that is what misunderstanding. Okay, misunderstanding or wrong interpretation is to be known as hallucination. Illusion, these are faulty perceptions. Looking horizon as the meeting place of a sky and earth. Usually, that is what due to our eyesight problem, I may think wrong. If that is done, that is illusion. Hallucination is perception of stimulus in the absence of a stimuli. It may be a sound, smell, vision, taste, touch, etc. This is one of the marking features of psychosis theory. What are the, and finally I will take 2 to 3 minutes now, as I am getting, I think you have next class too. Yes, I will finish it up. What are the nursing implications of perception? In what form perception is helpful for you? So accurate perception and observations are very important for you people, as to provide quality care to your patient. If your perception is wrong, you cannot give. If your perception towards your patients are very cool and calm and it is very natural, then you can give the quality care to your patient. Next is, if she is not keen observer, if you are not keen observer, she will not be able to note some very critical or very important observations or symptoms, with the result that sometimes the patients may die prematurely. So that can be avoided if you have the right type of perception. If the patients are not able to say what actually they are experiencing, if as a nurse, if you are a good observer, if you are good at your perception, definitely whatever they won't say also you can observe and you can make a note of it and you can give the right treatment. If you have not done, if the patients were also not communicated you, there may be the chances of wrong developments in the patient's behavior as well as their treatment is considered. Next is, accurate perception and observation will help the nurse to gather accurate information and knowledge, which will help the nurse to learn more easily, adjust more quickly to new situation. Whenever new situation comes to you, you can adjust to any kind of situation only based on the accurate perception only. And last two important elements that we should also study is about accurate perception. It will help nurses to improve their memory
Sir,
ability,
class.
recording, and is more accurate. I will complete now. Wait. And all types of false perceptions, illusions should be avoided if needed. Okay, these are the something which I thought of discussing with you. Okay.